Hi, Austin. It's been several days since I've been on here, so I'm like trying to remember how to set up all the things. God. All right. How you doing? I am good. I'm exhausted because I drove 7 hours back home today after visiting my Gloomhaven friends, and that was a lot of fun. Uh, but I'm here because I have to work tomorrow. Uh, So let's get myself where I want to be. So Apple just pushed out the what? Intel for Tahoe? What are you talking about? Intel for Tahoe. Alright. I'm gonna ready up in the race room. This race has got 23 people in it today. Oh. I just realized I gotta update something here. There we go. Alright, we're still waiting for 8 more people to ready up. I'm gonna do this really quick. Do I know how the app library was A to Z? Yes. "24 people in this race. Just waiting for a few more ready ups here. Exciting. This is probably one of the bigger races I've been in, so let's see how this goes after a break, too. Ugh. Beta 3 before M1 people have it, so you know, Apple, they put that on the new Mac plus 12 new. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really paid much attention to any of that, to be honest with you. Alright, we're waiting for one more person to say they're ready, and then I guess we are going to get started, so watch that timer. Alright, here it goes. Oh, okay, that's the vid you sent me. I'll have to take a look at it later. Alright, well, race is starting. Let's get this done. It's casual boots, so we are starting out in Link's house, and we have to go through escape. $20. Amazing. Bad dash. Just lift the bush. grab a little magic in case we find a helpful item. If one of these gives me bombs, they don't. I was gonna grab them if they did. But that's alright. Yeah, there's no point in doing that. I'm better off just walking away from that one. Alright, we ready to screw that up? Good. I should have faced up when I pulled the sword out, and I didn't. Why am I going that way? Oh my god. I hit the wrong direction. It's scary. I am going to be really rusty today, but that's alright. Come on. That's nice, but that's alright. Really? A book? Okay. I might play it safe with the ball and chain guard and hit him with a pot first, because it'll give me a heart. I wanted to keep the pot. Well, this escape time would be bad. Alright. So we know Dark Cross is the key. We hope to get some good stuff in the back. I won't be surprised to see Deserts of Crystal. We'll see. Alright, let's see if we can get... Nice. That's a good key rat. It's like vanilla. Almost. Boomerang normally in one of the other chests, but it's stupid. Like, why is it there? That was weird. Alright, so at least we know that there's one more item here. So that's good. We'll see what this is. 530 is still pretty... I could definitely save some time. Oh, Moon Pearl. Okay. I could definitely save some time with escape. So, just little things to think about. Alright, we gotta check Bonk Rocks here. I gotta always say it because I will forget about it for some stupid reason. Not used to this being an early check. That's pretty good. That'll avoid some money woes in the beginning. Let's see what this is. Perfect. We'll just grab it and go. I'd like some bombs. Oh. Get out of here. Piece of heart. We know where we can grab a couple bombs, so I will do that if I don't get them in the woods here. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be bad. That's not the type of bomb I want. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, that is a good find. Sure. Alright, well, let's clear all this shit out and see what we get. Okay. Lamp is nice. Yeah, cape, great. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, we know what that's potentially pointing to. We got plenty of things to check before we make that commitment, though. Nice. Bad bonk. God, that was gross. Also gross. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. So let's check these two checks. If I don't get bombs here, I'm going to buy some just so we don't have any issues doing South Shore. Nah, no use in... I don't know what the line is for that. Okay, we got some bombs. I guess we just run with that. Because we might get more anyway. Okay, we don't need that. Okay. Rude. Okay, we have enough money for the Zora check. That's a nice item as well. We don't have a glove, but with the book in hand, I think we gotta go see what's on Desert Ledge and possibly go into this dungeon. Nothing there. I should probably do this too. Oh, there's a green pendant? Ew, this is bad. Okay, Eastern and Hera was just a blue crystal. Well, if we get both items, we could just leave and feel okay about it. Nice. If there is something in here, I'll feel like a damn genius. I feel like a damn genius. Okay. Unfortunately, we have to go to the big chest for a possibility at the second item. If it's not there, it's on Lambo, and without a glove, we can't get it anyway, and then I gotta go and check Agina's cave. Just get out of here, dumbass. I dashed in the wrong spot. Alright, so the last item's on Lambo. That sucks. Ah. Stop the shit. We can't go that way at all. We just gotta go out here. And then we can save and quit out of this. Oh. Okay, that's really good. We don't have logical access to the mountain yet, but this also makes me want to consider the Aga climb soon. Because with the hook shot, we have a lot of things that we can do. That's nice. Ooh. See, now that's spicy because now all we need is a glove. Okay, not what we needed to see. The good news is we have plenty of rupees. We could buy more bombs if we're not going to get them from any of these checks. And we know that most of this isn't in logic, but I think after we do this, we take a quick peek at Sage's Closet, and then we just have to go up Bega Tower. Because this is more than likely going to be an Aga Seed. It certainly has the makings of one. Fine. Don't want to bonk there. Now, we can dash up here. Okay. Bombs are nice, but not what we need right now. What do you got? Because if this is nothing, then we got Sage's Closet, climb. Alright, let's grab it. Because we could go into Eastern, but I'm thinking we don't. But we'll check these last few zero checks that we have first. I'm thinking we want to head right to Skullwoods, Thieves Town. Hoping that those are 2 crystal dungeons. Oh, you know what? I missed it. Boo on me. Okay. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, the good old Aga climb. Let's wait for these guys oh so patiently. Thank you. touched me. Alright. That was a little bit of a time waster, but the full magic was kind of nice. But they got in my way. I don't need to take endless damage against these stupid guards. Ugh. Okay, just go. He was out of my way. Okay. Just go. Alright, now we'll find our stun prize. The single rupee, how wonderful. Get out of my way. Bullshit. Okay, we need to stop taking damage. I do have the fairy in a bottle, but this would be a stupid place to use it. Just get those guys out of the way. Alright, we should be good here. So this gets me access to a lot in the Dark World because hammer and hookshot. We might want to do Hype Cave first and then head over to the rest. We'll think about it. We'll look at our crystal layout as soon as we're over. Mm-hmm. Alright, Mire. Nope, not ice. Hold on, it's Mire and Swamp. And then Skullwoods is the other. Okay, let's go. So Thieves Town is a dungeon that I probably want to consider going to. I think we head that way. Ugh. Yeah. We'll be fine. We can also just dip into Skullwoods, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Nah. That's the wrong way. Let's go this way. Then we don't have to deal with that stupid enemy in the pot thing. Alright. Good to know that that's not worth Yeah, I fucked that up. That's alright. That was almost right. Great. Alright. I want to go back to the front. I really don't want to chase the back. It'd be a kind of a waste of time when I have a crystal dungeon I want to do, but I just want to dip in here quickly. Okay, no big key, so we're gonna ignore that. You know, just get out of my way. Okay. It's a major. It might not be anything of value, but we can do it at some point. Alright, so there is something that's fire rod locked. I think I'm just gonna walk out for now. We're gonna go to the Village of Outcasts and we're gonna knock that out instead. I'm gonna guess that the second item's not important, but we're just gonna hope at that point. I don't know why I bother. Just get away from me. Alright. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? It has been a while. Alright, that's good. That's required. Money. It's this down one here. Alright, now we know. Alright, let's go beat thieves. This is how I replenish my bombs. They're bullshit like this. Really? Alright. 2 items in the front. Here's the big key. Yeah, just go. No point in setting it up if I'm gonna take that long to do it. Okay. I have the cape. I should use the cape. I gotta, like, get that in my head because I don't know, I'm just not accustomed to switching to it there. One item left. And I don't have the glove for the basement, so we have to go all the way around. Dummy. Okay. So small key is locked away in the big chest. Works for me. Dude, the run at you attack. Alright. Alright, off script, but we're gonna pop the cape right here. And be done with them. Alright, that's nice. Alright, I think we can go to hype. Oof. That almost got dangerous there. So we'll check this first. I bet Hype Cave has a glove in it. I'm only gonna feel bad if Eastern has it, because we just completely skipped that over. Okay. Didn't really need that, but it's funny. Boo. Oh, dumbass. I grazed the nose. Alright. Okay. Death Mountain it is. We're gonna check Magic Bat after we activate the flutes. Just because we can get that check out of the way. Okay. Not required, but that's nice. All right, let's turn in our friend. Let's find out what we get up on Spec Rock. Nice. Gotta be kidding me. Single arrow. What a find. Ooh. Nice. These guys. Okay, there's a bottle there. Alright, cool. Not gonna touch this stuff yet. Okay, that's our first medallion. There's a glove. There's a bow. Alright, now we're talking. Alright. So, we're gonna look at doing pod after we clear out the mountain here. Okay. Get out of my way. God, it's so annoying. Stay over there. Alright, nothing important there. Nope. Alright, that's good. I set it up wrong. Well, this is a good time as any to use our ferry. Thank you. Let's try it again. That's better. We'll get our ferry back. Good enough. Item 1. Beautiful. Both items. Let's go get our crystal and get out. Oh, why? I didn't want to go that far down. I didn't want to hit it. Like, I was actively trying to avoid hitting it this time. Alright. Come on. There you go. Nice and easy. Alright. Get me out of here. Everything hits like a truck. I only have 6 hearts. My God. I don't know what I expected to happen there when he just rushed in. But now he's got to die because there's no way around that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take 2 seconds because I clearly am playing like shit today. And this is not... Fuck. The light world has it. We're just out of here. I don't care. We're just really bad. It's alright. It's okay. Alright, we can clear this out. We really need a mirror and flippers. That's a big one. And obviously another glove. Wherever the hell that is. I think we're gonna do both sides first. Okay. So there's a really good chance that's a key, but we don't know. Let's grab that real quick. We didn't get 4 keys, we got 3. So this might be the 4th. But it might also be underneath, so we're just better off. If we're gonna do this, we might as well just do both spots. Because this could be something else. Okay. It was the key. So this down here could be the big key or an item. Big key. Okay. Wrong way. Okay. So Aga was required. That makes me feel better about doing that instead of popping an Eastern. We have 2 keys, so there shouldn't be anything there. I'm going to attempt to do the hammering ump. Let's see if I can remember how to set this up. It's been a while. I don't even know if that's right, but we'll try it. That might actually be good. Nah, it wasn't. Alright, we took 1 attempt. Let's just do the maze. I can death warp out. I don't have any fairies in the bottle. Alright, we might as well take the hit. Not too many more, though. Still 3 items, so there's 2 here. And then there's 1 on Helma. Okay, that's good. With the mitts and the flippers, ice is now in logic. So I think we found our next destination. Okay. Nice miss. What the fuck is that? Seriously? I hate it when that happens. Like, it's just unnecessary. More poor play. It's alright. It's alright. We're moving along. So we're gonna beat Ice. We might be able to beat Meyer. Depending on what opens it. So we just need a mirror. What a shitty gun mode. I mean, the only good thing is that there's a lot of locations it can't be at. Like, we know it's not in Swamp. That's good. Well, we're gonna go mode Swamp today. We might need more medallions, like two. Find out. Slash the shit out of him. Okay. I'll take Hurts at this point. Part of me is also debating if I should just check the stupid pyramid and catfish because... No, we beat Aga. We can get there quickly. So it'd be pretty huge if a mirror shows up in here. Oh, that's one item. A heart's nice. Okay. I'm going back for the switch. I didn't think so. That's better. Ew. Okay. That's item number 3. Oh, how did I do that? Alright, we're gonna just see if we can get into Mire, because if we can beat it. Quake. That's a no. Okay. Alright, I want to do one thing and check my assumptions. If this is nothing, we can go up and look at Turtle Rock. Dude, get out of my way. Perfect. Okay, let's take the refill. Missed. So we want to find out what this is. If this is also Quake, we can at least check the other checks up here, but then we know we got to start looking at some pendant dungeons or some other dumb checks. But I'm going to possibly go for Eastern Sphere Zero stuff and just see if that was an answer. But if this opens up with either of the other medallions, it's beatable. That's what I had a feeling about. Okay. So Quake and Mirror for go. Let's go take a quick look at the things over here, and then we will go and check out TR. Okay. Yes, game. That was a shovel. Come on. Game's got jokes. Alright, let's go see what's on the Firelock side first. Okay. Now we just need a mirror. Kind of went the scenic route there. I don't know why. Alright, that's nice. Okay. Then we'll get a small key. Dough. The haha big key in the vanilla chest. I could have just gone one to the right. I don't know why, I just don't look at that, but whatever. Wait, I wasn't ready. Okay, and now we can just do Cape Strats with Laser Bridge. Because there's 3 items still in this dungeon, and we need a mirror. And it could be here. That's certainly nice. Okay. Whoops. Stop doing that. I can heal up though. It's stop. Really? God, I'm being so bad. Okay. Alright, we'll grab the Antifairy here. And then we'll get that full magic refill right before Trinox. Dude. Things I've never done before. Enough? No. Alright. That might have counted. There we go. Every single time I freaking got the fire rod on the ice head, it was gonna like dive at me, so I'm like, wait. Good kill. Alright. One item left. If it's the mirror, that's magical. If not, alright. Well, then we're gonna go to Meyer. I do have a couple other stupid checks I can do, but we'll do Meyer first. Nah. Meyer. Do the stupid crystal dungeons. We need to believe. Okay. So I do need to debate what I'm going to do if this is not the answer. Okay. And since Desert's right here, it's technically 2 items because of the green pendant. I probably should just go in there and kill Lanmo. God. Okay, really? Just back off. I think that would make the most sense to start. Then I still have like Shovel and Mushroom. We have Smith Chain. That's 3 checks on its own because I have Hammer Peg Cave that we couldn't do before. But those are without the mirror, so they were just really shitty. I also have King's Tomb. Okay. We'll do cutscene chest. It could be something. Actually, likely it is. Because we already got the compass. Okay, that's one item. We're still looking for the big key as well. Okay, let's try to do this. We're wasting just way too much time doing that. I think we're too... Nah, fuck it, just go. Apparently I forgot to set it for it too. It's 2 pixels away, but I think I just wasn't 2 pixels away. Alright, big key's gotta be over here. And then we can open up the big chest. See if this is item number 2 or if it's on our friend Viddy. It's on Viddy. That'd have been quicker than getting this one. I wish I would have turned around right away. It was here. Oh my god. It just literally walked you through. So not going into Eastern was pretty good. And ditching Skull Woods was pretty good. Alright, let's go mode Swamp and let's go to GT. What a seed. Alright. This will be a fairly quick dungeon. I never turned. There we go. Whatever. The only thing I could really want to find out of these chests that would be fun would be if Butter just shows up. I mean, they're on the way, so it doesn't take more than a second to open them, but that's fine. I didn't get that. Just do it this way. Alright. Let's go to GT. I can't believe how few hearts I have. I bet you there's a ton that'll show up in GT. That just sounds like what's gonna happen here. When they say junk fill, they really mean life fill. Alright, 124 entry feels alright. I'm sure there's some people who are done already, but I'm not feeling bad about this at all. Alright. Let's see if DM route pays off today or not. Hell no. Well, there's a heart that I mentioned will probably show up. That's nice. Let's do that. Get rid of him. There we go. Beautiful. And with 3 keys, we're out. DM route does pay off slightly. That was funny. Funny in an annoying kind of way. I'll grab that just in case. You bastards. Okay. You die. God damn. I have nothing in my bottles. That is a problem. I have just realized that I never filled them. Well, time to get good, I guess. Excuse me? Alright, good enough. Like, my timing is just slightly off with a lot of things, and that's just because I took what, 5 days off? Okay. Oh my god. What the hell's wrong with me? That was just awful. Like, I don't even know what the hell I was doing there. It just didn't go far enough over, and then I couldn't hit that torch for the life of me. It was so stupid. Let's get one of them, or none of them. That's fine. Honestly, we're good. We're fine. Just stop fucking up. That's a fuck up. Alright, he's dead. It's not that bad of a fuck up. For the hell of it. The only thing that could have been good there is if I would have gotten, like, a bottle or something, and I still don't get that dash. Good enough. Alright, well, let's just close it out with a good Aga-2 and Ganon fight. We're fine then. One. Oh. I'll take it. We're up to 3. 5. One more. Good enough. So honestly, when it comes to these, I just hope to kind of fall middle of the road. There's 24 runners. If I'm around 12th or so, that's pretty good. It's like really good probably, because there's some really good runners in this race. If I'm better than that, that's pretty sweet. But I doubt it. But we'll see. 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. I'm gonna play nice. Wow, you play nice. Nice. Well, I said I'd be happy if I finished 12th. Right now, I'm looking at 13th as long as I don't get sniped. There we go. 13th, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds or so behind Zax, who finished at 1:30:11. The fastest time on this was 1:18:09. Ugh. So, I am certainly not at the speed of some of the others on this one. Hey, Scalar, thanks for the GGs. Nice time. 125.37. I feel like I did decent. I think the only thing I did that didn't pay off was just the, I went into Skull Woods, got one item, but then bailed. But I did do Desert early, that was good. And I never touched Eastern. I just decided, I'm not going to go in Eastern, I'm just going to do the Aga play, which was right. Yeah. There's just a few things I could definitely clean up a little bit execution-wise. I was rusty today, because this is the first seed I've done since Wednesday. So, I'm gonna take that as decent for my first one in a while. Yeah, I don't even... Was it all garbage? Because the only thing I didn't have that would have been nice would have either been like another mail upgrade or a gold sword, but I didn't really care at that point. You never went in either? Okay. Yeah. It was one of those where it's like, yeah, there could be something there. I do have access with the lamp to almost everything but the boss, but I was just like, I just had this feeling it was going to be an Aga seed, and so I was like, screw it, I'm going to go. And then the gloves were in interesting spots, because you had to go to... Did you go to Hype right away and get the flute? Because I did some other checks before I did the flute, and if I probably would have picked up... I probably would have done things faster if I got that flute right away. But I did Thieves Town, and I did a couple other checks and made my way down there. So I got it, like, soon enough, but that probably was slower, looking at it. You went north first, did the front of... then went to Hype? Okay, so we basically had the same route once we got to the Dark World. Makes sense. I was just glad that it gave us, like, everything we wanted on path. We didn't have to hunt the mirror down in some stupid location. That was my go mode. I'm guessing it was yours too. It had to be based on the order of the way things were in. Yeah, mirror was your go. That makes sense to me. There's really no other way around it because of where it was. Oh, you did the pet check really early. So I did it later. So after I beat Ice, so I beat Ice, and at first I was like, I went to the Mire area just to see if I could open it, because I had Bombos and Ether at the time, right? And then of course I see it's Quake, and I'm like, well, okay. And then I was like, I'm going to check Pedestal, because all 3 pendant dungeons are beatable before I go up the mountain, just in case. And so I looked then, and then I fluted up to 1 and went to Turtle Rock. So I didn't even check it till late, but it's fine, because I didn't even consider it until it was there. So yeah, I get checking it right after escape. I didn't even bother. I don't know why. I guess I was just like, I'll have other things open. And once I was in the village and already ended up with Cape and a lamp, and I'm like, oh, it's probably an Aga seed. I just didn't worry about it too much. But yeah, this is interesting. It gave us some good items right off the bat. Agenius Cave having Hookshot was really nice. Let us clear out some mountain stuff once we got that flute. You wouldn't do the the pet check? I mean, here's the thing. I did an open practice seed. Yeah, the pet. See, I did an open practice seed like a week ago. And I don't know if you heard me talking about it at some point. I was like, I got the book like in sync. And I'm like, or something like that. It was within my first 3 checks. It might have been Uncle. It might have been the chest at Uncle. But it was like my first 3 checks or 4 checks. So I'm like, you know what? I know I don't have the boots. I'm just going to go check Ped. Ice Rod. So it let me route everything in much nicer because I knew I had to do basically all dungeons. And so I don't know if I get booked that early, I might just say screw it and it's worth the walk because then if it is something like I feel like it's trying to tell you that you got to use it for something. Of course, in this seed, you needed to use the book to get that fire rod early. Because the fire rod, the book was logically required, wasn't it? Because the fire rod locked Quake. And then Quake locked the mirror. So that was the only way in the desert. I love that shit. So the book was actually required. That's why we got it so early. Yeah, I didn't. I just thought about it really now because I'm like, wait a minute. So the book gave us a fire rod in desert, but we couldn't get that without the mirror and everything else, right? But the mirror was Vidi, which was Quake. Quake was in TR. I'm like, oh no, you needed fire rod for that. So yeah, it was that book was actually hard required for the seed. So. Did you did you get your next race booked yet? I am having trouble getting a mentor, so I'm either going to have to ping, or I'm just gonna have to say it's an async so that I can just have a mentor work with me over the weekend or something. Because my opponent needs to have it done by Thursday, and so I have a feeling we're just not gonna be able to get a common time. I'm waiting till tomorrow to officially make that call. Friday or Saturday. All right. Yeah, I'm at a point where I just don't know. I've reached out to like 4 different people, and no one can work with me on Thursday night, which is when my opponent would like to do it. Because they're like, oh, I could do it Monday night, and I'm like, I literally just drove back from Indiana today, and I'm like, no. So I'm not doing that. I was hanging out with the Gloomhaven crew. That's what I was doing down there. And we were, I was with psychologists. We were actually watching your stream. We just kind of chilled. We did some card games and stuff like that. I don't know if you're familiar with the crew. There's a couple variants of that. We were doing one of those this weekend. It was a newer one to us. And then we were just kind of chilling and doing some other nerdy things. But it was fun. I usually try to get down there to visit like once a year. So it's nice to go down and see everyone in person and have a good time. So. And usually it happens right around this time because it's what works best in our schedules. So, all right. Well, that was, like I said, that's a decent seed for de-rusting. I actually said, I don't know if you were in here when I was saying it, if I was going to feel pretty good if like I finished around 12th, which is like in the middle of the pack, and then I actually finished 13th. So I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. Considering that it was my first seed in a while. So, not bad. Not bad. Well, I am going to get going. I have some more practice I definitely want to do. Not tonight, but the next few days, sometime in the afternoon or evening, I'll probably be on doing some stuff and hopefully arranging whenever the hell we're going to do my week 4 against Indio. I just don't know. I'm worried that I just won't have a mentor. I'm going to reach out to a couple more people if I have to. But that's it. All right. Well, thanks for popping in. GG's on your time as well, Scanler, and I'll look forward to chatting with you more soon. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.